Welcome to this video, which is titled Medusa Mythology to Modernity. There are two parts to this particular video. In the first part, we will talk about the myth. Let us imagine a scenario where we enter a very dark cave. The flickering daylight lining the walls cast eerie shadows that dance across a rugged terrain. The sounds of dripping water echo throughout the space, giving an eerie ambience to the scene. It slowly reveals a stone plaque of a woman with snakes in her hair. The plaque is intricately carved, with each snake individually detailed to coil around the woman's head. The woman's expression is stoic, her eyes looking out into the darkness as if she is guarding a great secret. The faint light reflecting through hundreds of shapes continued to cast shadows across the figure on the plaque, giving it almost a lifelike appearance. Medusa. The very name strikes fear into the hearts of many. But who was she really? And why does she continue to captivate our imagination thousands of years after her story was first told? In the ancient Greek myth, there is a story about Medusa, who was once a woman of great beauty. She was a dedicated virgin priestess in the Athena's temple. However, a tragic event unfolded when goddess Athena came to her temple. She discovered Medusa and Poseidon, the god of the sea, engaged in a sexual encounter within her sacred temple. Medusa was cursed by Athena and turned into a gorgon, a monstrous creature with snakes for her hair and power to turn anyone who looked at her directly into stone. Perseus, the Greek hero of mythology, was able to kill Medusa by using a mirrored shield to avoid her gaze and then cutting off her head while she slept. Medusa's head became a valuable weapon, as anyone who possessed it could use it to turn their enemies to stone. Perseus later used Medusa's head as a weapon and defeated other monsters, especially in the story or the mythology of Andromeda. For the Greeks, Medusa was a symbol of female power and sexuality. She was a representation of the primal, untamed feminine, a force to be reckoned with. But as time passed and the patriarchal culture of Greece took over, Medusa's image began to change. This is a brief explanation of the mythology of Medusa, but it has got a deeper significance for us today. In the second part of this particular presentation, I am giving you Medusa as a Jungian archetype of the anima. By the Renaissance, Medusa had become a symbol of male dominance and the triumph of reason over emotion. She was no longer a powerful figure to be revered, but a monster to be vanquished. But in recent years, Medusa's image has once again shifted. With the rise of feminism, she has become a symbol of female empowerment and resistance. No longer a victim of male aggression, but a powerful figure who refuses to be silenced. In Jungian psychology, the animus and anima are the archetypal aspects of the unconscious mind that represents the masculine and feminine energies within the individual regardless of their gender. The animus is the unconscious masculine aspect present in the psyche of a woman, while the anima represents the unconscious feminine aspect within a man's psyche. Medusa, a figure from the Greek mythology, can be represented or interpreted symbolically in relation to the animus and anima. Medusa is often depicted as a monstrous creature with snakes for her hair, whose gaze could turn people into stone, but she is commonly associated with the concept of the femme fatale, a seductive and dangerous female figure. From a Jungian perspective, Medusa can be seen as a powerful representation of the anima, an unconscious feminine aspect within men. She embodies the shadow side of anima, representing the potential dangers and destructive qualities associated with the unacknowledged or repressed female energy. Medusa's ability to petrify those who gaze upon her can be seen as a metaphor for the paralyzing effect of unconscious feminine power when not integrated or understood by the conscious mind. Furthermore, Medusa's serpentine hair is a potent symbol for relation to anima. Serpents often represent wisdom, transformation, and the life force. The snake-like attributes of Medusa's hair can be interpreted as a manifestation of the chaotic and transformative aspects of the unconscious feminine. It suggests that encountering and integrating the anima requires facing transformative power of the unconscious, even if it initially appears terrifying and overwhelming. In this context of the animus, Medusa can also be seen as a symbol of the fear and castration anxiety associated with encountering the unconscious masculine within women. Her monstrous form, the petrifying gaze, may represent the anxiety and the potential threat posed by the aggressive and powerful aspects of the unconscious masculine that women may encounter in their inner journey. Overall, the symbolism of Medusa in Jungian perspective of animus or anima illustrates the complex and potentially transformative nature of encountering and integrating the unconscious masculine and feminine energies within us. It reminds us of the importance of acknowledging, embracing these archetypal forces to achieve a more balanced and whole sense of self. Every myth is a transformative narrative revealing deeper layers of meaning as human consciousness evolves. So, in this context, when we look at the mythology of Medusa from thousands of years back to today, we have a different meaning. Let us take this deeper meaning into ourselves and have a great life. And thank you for watching and listening.